Hey YouTubers, if you're like me, you bought a distiller so that you could save money on buying distilled water. But one thing that we don't like about these distillers is that only after 1 gallon you get a lot of sediment if you live in a place like I do. So there's a way to fix that. Here, let's take a look at this one. See this one? I've ran many gallons through this one without cleaning it. But you'll notice there's water left in the bottom. So if you want to keep from having to clean this kind of stuff out, then you have to stop your distiller short in its cycle. But yet, I can still get a full gallon out of it, even though it stopped short. What you have to do is you have to fill it up past the full line. See, it's got a little full line right there. Well, you notice that discoloration goes all the way to the top of the brim. That's because I fill it full every time I run it normally. The only reason this one is dirty is because I was making a point. But if you'll see right here, I have what's called a countdown timer. And this is set for 4 hours and 44 minutes for this distiller. This distiller typically runs 4 hours and 58 minutes. And that will stop short, and I'll have about an inch of water in the bottom of it. A little bit more about cleaning the distiller, and that is the water that's left in the bottom. It will become concentrated with lime and calcium and whatever after probably 8 or 10 cycles, something like that. Depends on what your water level is as far as things floating around in the water. So it's easy. You just take your distiller and you dump out the water and then just replace it. And that's really all you have to do to clean it. So, yeah, you can run many, many gallons through before you've actually got to take a scrub pad to it. I'll show you this one once again. You can see on the inside there's little discoloration where the heating element is, and that's okay. It doesn't hurt anything. You don't need to take care of that. You just let it sit there, and it really doesn't do anything. It doesn't affect anything. So so just dump the water out and replace it, and you're good to go. As far as the timer goes, this is called a Tech B timer, and I'll show you the instructions with the name on it. Okay, here's the instructions. There's the name of the timer, and I got it off of Amazon. It was $16, and there are others that are cheaper. I just like this one. It's durable and does a great job. And as far as setting the timer up, you don't need to set the time on the timer. I just use the countdown timer and call it good. And as far as the time goes, you see this one is 4 hours and 44 minutes. And I have another one on the other side of the room that I set at 4 hours and 15 minutes. So it varies by machine, and you just have to play around with the settings. 4 hours is a good place to start out, and then you can kind of judge on when it finishes up how full your gallon container is, and then you can turn up the amount of time that it's cooking so that you can set it so that it ends up filling it all the way up to a gallon. That's about all I've got, so good luck and happy distilling.